Hey everybody, happy Fragment Friday. This is a Grumpy Old Guy Gaming, and today we're just going to take a quick run through with our Blade Master. Kinda just feeling like, slashing some things up with a sword. Just hit level 67 yesterday, and we're going to go take 67 out for a spin, see how it goes. Also testing out the latest version of the translation patch. The telepatcher isn't up yet. This is just the translation patch available. So we're giving this a quick run through. I'm sure the patch will be out here in a day or two, and I will go over and switch to that when it is out. So the graphics don't quite look like they did before. We'll get back to it, I'm sure, by next upload. Hopefully you're doing well. In the interest of time, just kinda trying to bang this out in one shot, so I'm recording as I go. Come on. There we go. Wanted to get that one before it regenerated some health. Well, I guess that was all for nothing, because I ended up getting the old death touch from the wyvern anyway. Pardon me for 1 second here. Yeah, that should be better there. Turned up the background audio. I was doing a retro upload earlier, so I had the audio way low on OBS there. Picking up a nice strike. Just a reminder, the guide for how to play Fragment will be linked underneath the .hack network guide. Really in-depth, shows you how to do it both on PC via emulation and on a PlayStation 2 on the actual hardware. Go ahead and check that out. Really cool website in general. Got all kinds of .hack stuff from the entire series from all over. I know they're working on setup. I think they've got the guide on the website there for .hack Versus as well. I know there's been a bit of noise over that lately. Use Fortune Wire here. Spectre Blades, what do those do? Oh, I guess we're not going to find it from gear. Can't quite use those. Spectre Blades, level 40 Twin Blade weapon with Spirit Drain. That ain't bad. That's not bad at all. Portals are being nice to us. Pick up a Cygnus there. And Flygon. Buddy the old wood dragon. Just gonna hack him up here. Hearing some heavy footsteps off in the distance, so we better finish him off here in a hurry. Last thing we want is to get trapped between two of these suckers. I feel like that's what's coming up. Yep. See if we can't take it out. Well, we could try to take it out without healing, but I feel like that's Bull's errand there, so we're just going to go ahead and pop a healing elixir there. Take all the suspense out of that one. Looks like we'd have been fine anyway, but better safe than sorry. Picking up a quality 6 experience. And picking up some cordyceps. Always feel good if we could at least get 1,000 damage in for monster attacks. I don't know if you have any imaginary benchmarks when you play. I typically like to have imaginary benchmarks just so I can sort of feel in my head whether it's going well or not. Sometimes if you're sitting there and you're like, I should be doing more than this by now, it's a little bit of an extra warning to go ahead and get out of there before it gets too dangerous. Or if you find yourself hitting that benchmark pretty well, then, you know, you're pretty dialed into that field. Speaking of the field, nice gentle snow. Speed charm just wore off. All of our buffs just wore off, so we are doing far less damage here. Got the all clear though. All the portals are open. So once we defeat this bad boy, we will be making our way to the dungeon. A little over 1,000 left. And we did it. Fought the good fight, got our 6 experience, and a risky treasure. One more just for the sake of it, because we'll be regenning that. Okay, Grunty Flute. Call our boy the Noble Grunty back, and let's just dash towards the dungeon. Drops us off right at the front door here. Massive castle. Floor number 1. Rolled out the old purple carpet for us. Get all buffed up and ready to go. First room's gonna be more or less empty. Head into the side room here. We know there's at least one treasure chest. Yeah, that's about all there is. Pick up an absolute zero and head back out closer to the action. Come up to our first portal here. It's like a smaller size floor. And we find ourselves in the middle of 3 very disturbing nightmares. Kind of doing things in volleys there. I found through my farming for BTs1 to be the safest way of doing things just like that. Generally, I'm not too worried about my SP here with my Blade Master because most of the time I'm just melee attacking anyway. Picked up a Fox Crest. An item I virtually hadn't seen at all. Then last week I saw a bunch of them, and there's another. See, there we got a whole bunch back, so I wanted to use a skill like, say, this one. Finish off that nightmare, all nice and fancy. We're still relatively high on the SP chart. Just gonna take the old-fashioned route on this guy. Go ahead and defuse that treasure before we get too far. Picked up some more Spectre Blades and another absolute zero. Work our way up here. Got a portal right at the cross of the feet. Oh, and it's an Akantaster. Should probably cast some healing spells. Could have saved that elixir. But we are where we are. And just pile the damage on. I'm not so much worried about the ice spell. It hurts. But I want to keep my hit points high because this thing can paralyze. Lucked out there. Took it out before that cast. It was going for more damage anyway. Once you get past level 40, you realize the hidden diabolical nature of this game. The threat isn't so much in large damage enemies, it's in large damage enemies that can paralyze you or put you to sleep. Even confusion doesn't bug you so much, especially when you're soloing, because you have nothing to hit but enemies anyway. If you get paralyzed, you're in trouble. Here's another Akanthas. Hope that's how you say it. Not a really big worry of mine, because I could just switch to Creepy F Starfish anytime. That seems to be a pretty easy name for it. It's tough to argue too, because it's got like 2 rows of teeth there. We get out of our encounter with the Creepy Ass Starfish number 2. And pick up another Cygnus. See here, new and exciting happenings within the .hack fragment world. Crisis has been working away on Cat's Paw, got 2 custom dungeons up now. And this latest one is the first part of a 2-parter story dungeon. Really had a lot of fun running that, check it out. Another reminder that as fun as this is to play as a game mechanically, the story elements you can incorporate into a custom dungeon are every bit as fun as well. Also, the other day we had a bit of a notable name pop up. For those familiar with the history of Fragment, Crab General on the Crab server should pique your interest a bit. Apparently, Crab General is going to be playing a bit. There was a sighting of him in the queue. The other day, a screenshot was shared in the Fragment Resurgence Discord. Great place to speak with other people who enjoy this game, .hack Fragment. Get in touch with the people translating this game as we speak. Got a couple casters here. I don't want to finish them off before we get into too much trouble. They were Dark Gurus, which don't give us the worst problem. But again, darkness spells can sneak up on us, as we've seen in previous episodes. Our gear really hasn't changed too much. I think I've got a health upgrade, and that's about it. This is, I believe, the 22nd Fragment Friday upload I've done. Crazy that I've done that many so far. Another creepy ass starfish down. Making the world a better place, one creepy ass starfish at a time. That's what we're going for. Actually had a pretty easy go at this dungeon so far. It's level 67, so it's on equal level with us. Didn't want to get too ambitious here. Didn't want to put myself in a spot where we leveled down, but I did want to go for a decent challenge. I've come to the point where I respect the skill sets of the higher level monsters too much to push it too far soloing. At least for now, you know. I'm sure get a little higher up in level, maybe past level 80, I'll start getting a bit more gall back in me, but for now it's like better safe than sorry. You want to enjoy the run, and you don't want to regret it. know when that next mysterious dungeon may open. So you always want to be on ready. I want to thank you all who checked out last week's upload of Learning to Die Less Revisited. Still had some jitters doing it. I was fairly certain what I wanted to do with it, and I had a really clear focus, but you know, just revisiting that series in general, I was a little nervous, and I want to thank you all for checking it out. Make it through those 3 dark gurus. Gives us the moment's pause we need to heal ourselves back up. Go the old-fashioned way, and by that I mean just pop some magical healing energy out from our sword right overhead. Strange casting motion, but it works. Got one of those rooms with the weird sort of wings off to either side coming up. Portal right in the middle, we'll clear that first. 2 dark gurus, okay, that ain't bad. Just gonna cast a spell at him. There you go, fight magic with magic. Least Blade Master thing I could say. I guess it's not too bad. If I was playing Heavy Blade, probably be getting some sideways looks on. Big sword, why cast magic? Appears we finished this floor off just in time. The speed charm wore off and the buffs will soon follow. But no point in popping them up just yet. Heading down to floor 3 here. Take a nice casual mosey down the stairs. Fairy's orb this. Get a little closer to the door. There we go. Now we're speedy again. Running right to the portal. 2 nightmares, 2 dark gurus. Everything decided to cast at us right out of the gate. Fortunately, we were able to handle that attack and we took out the gurus. Bit of a risky play by us there, but I thought we could do it. I had faith in us, and we got through. Could have healed up, and I hesitated there for just a second, thinking it may be more prudent to heal, but fortune favors the bold, and we did in fact make it through. For that we pick up the Fool, a Smiling Blade. Make that a pair of Smiling Blades. Let's check that out, Smiling Blade. That sounds Heavy Blade weapon. Level 50 with Spirit Drain. So we picked up Spirit Drain on Heavy Blade and Twin Blade weapons so far through this little dungeon. Just working our way through the 3rd floor here. Looks like there'll at least be a 4th. And I completely passed up treasure chest. Picked up the sickness. And here's yet another creepy ass starfish. The question is, will I call them by the correct name? Who knows if I'll ever say Akintaster again. Maybe never. You just can't tell. Pick up the moon out of that treasure chest. time to do a little backtracking. Reminder that if you're looking to play, Fragment Friday is the best day of the week to go ahead, hop on, party up with a couple people, and just have a blast. Really, any time you have available to play this game truly is a hidden gem of its era, and the possibilities are nearly endless. One of the nice things about a game that isn't so fleshed out and defined by story and everything is the stories just kind of create themselves in your head. They're the adventures you literally have with your friends online. Just a great, solid dungeon crawler. Noticed a bunch of servers opening up of late, so plenty of adventure to be had out there. Pick up an absolute zero out of that chest, get a restorative out of crate number 1, and a recovery drink out of crate number 2, so we pull 3 for 3 out of that room. Take the stairs down to floor number 4. Let's see, will this be our basement? Fairy's Orb says... No, we've got stairs down, so there'll at least be a floor 5. Let's take a moment, reapply our speed charm and buff. Not really necessary, but I like to start myself out pretty even when starting a floor. Just kind of making sure that they won't run out on me mid-battle or anything. Wow, I was just in range of both Dark The second one slid just out of range, but we're able to track him down pretty easily. Only pulling 2 experience off of him. Again, we're even level with the board. We're not going to get crazy experience here. But we're also not worried about, you know, that dreaded one-hit kill. Wipe out the weeks of work we had leveling up there. Of course, we're sort of taking a mini vacation with our Blade Master from the Weekend Warrior series. That'll be our Sunday upload. Gonna be featuring Grumpo Guy, our long arm, currently level 27 with him. See if we can't get him a little closer to 28 at least. And get back to a more intermediate field so you aren't worried about things like an Akanthast. Head down into this room here. Now if you look on the mini-map there, that rectangle room with that solitary chest at the end, that's how a treasure room would look. So seeing a room like that's a pretty good guarantee, well, not a guarantee is what I'm saying. It's a pretty good indicator that you may be at the bottom of the dungeon if you don't see stairs down, but it's not 100%. Like here you've got stairs down on the complete other side. If the rooms were a little bigger, it's entirely possible that you would miss one room while looking at the other. We were lucky enough here that the stairs down were in a pretty good proximity to where we entered the floor. So that took a good deal of the drama out of it. But if you're like me, you kind of want to look ahead and see where you're at, if you should be looking at another floor or not. You know, that's your cue on where to peek ahead, what to look for. I will tell you when that room is sideways instead of vertically, the chest appears a little differently. It never does appear quite fully centered on that back wall. Just a quirk of how the graphic lines up, I suppose. Once again, pick up the moon out of the chest. I think we got that the last time we checked out a treasure chest in one of those rooms. the bigger ones with the crates and barrels lining the 3 sides. Moving into a diagonal hall, it's going to take us to the corridor leading down to floor 5. Floor 5, and we're still alive. That's 2 straight floors I've ended rhyming. I'm going to stop that now. Here's a fairy's orb. Not getting too much of an indicator of anything at this point. Looks like we may have a little bit of a branch there. Just past that diagonal corridor, that looks like a room that's going to split off 2 different directions. But first things first, we've got a semicircle with a portal in the middle, and there's another Acanthastor. Also known as the creepy ass starfish. Maybe not super well known, hopefully more so after this video goes live. That's going to be sort of my quiet goal. I'm not going to advertise it, not going to put it on blast, not going to be like, hey guys. But if you watch this video, feel free, just for me, even if you don't publish it or put it in print or type it up anywhere, just once, when talking to somebody about .hack Fragment, mention the creepy ass starfish. That's all I ask. Then I will feel happy knowing that we've at least got that little joke running, even just a slight bit. So we're going to take a peek. You see down there, yeah, that chest looks like it's hanging out of the back wall there. That to me is a pretty good indicator that that's the treasure room and we're in the last floor. But just to double check, we're going to go this way because if I'm right, that's the end, and if I'm wrong, well, I'm wrong. Sue me, we'll have to backtrack. Go into this corridor, and we've got Gligon. Somehow they fit a giant-ass wood dragon 5 floors down in this dungeon and stuck in this skinny little corridor. Not the nicest thing to do. I suppose I'd be pretty agitated if I were him too. Him or her, really. I'm not checking if it's a boy dragon or girl dragon. Wouldn't even know how to do that. Especially not while they're spitting like weird wood fire at me. Pick up the fool out of that chest while feeling the fool off of that weird rant. There's our buddy the Acanthastor again. We overran the portal, so you get to see the backside of the creepy-ass starfish. Feel privileged. It's not every day you get close up of that, huh? Kinda need to, because it kinda makes his little ice spell seem equal opportunity. It's not, but it is funny to imagine it like that. Get a Cygnus out of the chest, continue our wheel around to the bottom here, and yeah, there's no stairs down. That is in fact going to be our treasure room over in that other branch there. Got a bit of a winding path to it, but first we have Frost Solaric to pick up there, and we've got one more portal to clear in the room down beneath us before making our way back. Wheel around here. It's Gligon! Gligon the Conqueror! Gligon the Invincible! Gligon the... We're hacking them up pretty good. That's a terrible descriptor. But we're gonna roll with it, because it's getting to be a long day time for me. And heck, you've seen enough of my videos, you know I'm not the most creative person. This is really a labor of love. Getting through there, now it's time for a bit of backtracking. Oop. Cut down the room too soon. Make our turn. And we're into shaped room. Oh, we got ourselves an Earthman drill. Completely physically tolerant, so we can try a Knight's Bane there, or we could just stay back at a distance and chuck a whole bunch of twigs at him. Casting my spells as best I can. Not a natural spell cast by any means, but there's something to be said for elemental hits. When it does hit for elemental damage, it's getting darn near 800 damage. Now he's casting back, guess he figured it's just no fun being the target. Got him down to 2,000. Good news is he's taking a ton of damage. Bad news is he's probably going to start healing. Yep, healed to 526. One more ought to do it. I think we got him. He's not going to heal again in time. Nope, the Earthman drill is down. Kind of an awesome looking creature, the Earthman drill. And, you know, that took a lot of resources out of us. That took a lot of time out of us. So we're going to go ahead and pop up that speed charm and the boost one more time. May seem a little wasteful, but every bit of insurance is helpful. And we did get some SP back, for what it's worth, as a result of taking the time to do that. Just prepping ourselves for the next encounter. Got another Acanthester. Dropping more ice right on top of us. Doing our best to pay the ice spell no mind, and it's hitting for a little. I think we're naturally water element attuned, so that's not the most frightening element that's going to be cast at us. One more portal to go here in the dungeon, and it is a treasure chest. Game lets us off nice and easy there as we get the all clear, and move to the treasure room. Pick up a Sprite Hands, a Hail Cross, and a Yellow Candy. It's not too bad overall. I think I had less than 10 experience. I want to say only 6 or 7 experience when we started this. So we picked up a couple hundred. A decent run through there. I want to thank you all for joining me on yet another edition of a run for Fragment Friday. This has been a grumpy old guy gaming. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are having a fantastic day, be it Friday, Tuesday, whenever you watch this, however many times you watch this. Hope you're doing well. You take care, and we'll see you in the next one.